So, hi there. Today I'm going to be talking about all the art supplies that I've purchased since I have arrived in Canada. I got here in June this year, and it's September at the moment. And I have spent a lot of money on art supplies since I got here. Let me start by just showing you what I'm just going to use this as like to start the reflective surface of my desk. I'm just going to show you what I brought with me to start with, so we can kind of see comparison between everything. So I brought with me, this like little kit as my travel watercolor kit, and I just have like a few pencils, and actually I brought that here, but some water brushes, travel brushes, a water brush, some erasers, mechanical pencils, and I also brought these two watercolor sets with me. This is a Winsor & Newton Cotman set, and I've used it quite a bit since I got here. I like it. And then I also brought this professional set of Winsor & Newton colours, which I've had for like, I think about 3 years. And the only colour I've really run out of is the ultramarine and the sap green. So it's lasted a while. Anyway, so these are what I brought with me, and that was what I was planning on using the whole time I was here, but things changed. I also brought this sketchbook, and this Winsor & Newton sketchbook, which if you guys want to see like a sketchbook flip through, I might do that too. Yeah, so I brought those. I also brought another one. This is a Stillman & Bird. And I brought like a slightly bigger size one. So they're what I brought with me because I was planning on just doing like plein air kind of stuff. And I also got these postcards, which I have used up, and now I'm making my own because I really like painting postcards, I realised, so I've made my own. Anyway, let's get into what I've purchased since I arrived, because that's kind of the fun stuff. So I'm going to sit down. Sorry. So, what have I purchased since I got here? First thing I bought is like paper and stuff. That's kind of boring, honestly. So I bought these watercolors. This Ali Kavanagh watercolor set, portrait set of core watercolors. They're really good. They're what I film a lot of my Star Wars paintings with. Really fun to use and really high quality. I don't really know what else to say. They flow really well. Yeah, these are like $70 Canadian. I'm gonna run down all the prices because I just want to be real about how much money I've spent. And I just want to say I don't recommend it, but also I'm not judging you if you do the same thing, because buying art supplies is like a whole nother hobby to painting. I brought these two watercolor sets with me, but I have like at least 10 or 11 other sets at home that I wish I had with me right now. Yeah, which is probably why I bought some more since I got here, because I'm obsessed with watercolor sets. They are like everything to me, and every single brand has its own different little nuances, and I just need to try them all, you know? I'm a collector. So speaking of, let me get into the other ones I bought. So the next one I bought was this. I actually bought this one and the next one I'm going to show you at the same time, but they arrived at different times. So this Paul Rubens set of 12 watercolors, because I've always kind of wanted to try the Paul Rubens watercolors, and they I don't know, I just never have, and these were so cheap, so I was like, I'm gonna have to try them. And and yeah, they are really nice. I'm not a fan of some of these earthier colours, but the paint itself is really high quality, I think, for the price. So I recommend if you are interested in buying watercolours. Yeah, so the next ones that I got were these Rosa Gallery ones, which I only recently got a couple of days ago, so I haven't really painted with them yet. They look so pretty and fresh. All I got is this swatch card, which if you see the review I do of these, you know that I screwed up this swatch card a bit, so just keep quiet about that, okay? So yeah, but just from what I've used of them so far, I like, and I like the tin. So yeah, I'm excited to use those. So next thing I got these pretty much soon as I got here, was these Royal Talens gouache paints, because I wanted some gouache. And I also got this palette. It's so cute, this travel palette. I'm obsessed with travel palettes, that's another thing. So it comes with this water bucket, which is collapsible, if I can do it. I think I messed it up a little bit the last time I did it, so now it doesn't do it properly, but it's my fault. Okay, collapses, and then this sits like on top. If I can do it, yeah, and it's so cute. So I bring that with me a lot, and I use just the bucket is so good, because my Windsor Newton one is also good. It has this like little container, but I like to have clean and dirty water, so yeah, that's nice. Oh yeah, I didn't open it up. Let me show you, because I put all the gouache in here, which I really like this because it's got like a seal. It's kind of gross, sorry about it, but it keeps it kind of fresh. Doesn't look very fresh right now, but it's not dried out, so yeah. So yeah, that's where I have these actually, I bought another set before this set, which is like 12, sorry, it was like 12 colors. So yeah, okay. Next, I have this palette, which I've also put those gouache paints in to use here. Didn't clean it. Yeah, okay. Then I bought these Prismacolor pencils, and they are really nice. I have like 4 or 5 sets at home, and I know I've said that I don't use color pencils that much, and I don't, but I have still got about 4 sets of Prismacolor pencils at home. And I wanted to use these for my Star Wars paintings, my Juice Drusen paintings. So yeah, already I've used the white a lot, and this one keeps breaking every time I try to sharpen it. That's why it's not sharp. It's probably because I throw it about like that. Yeah, but they're good. They're good. So yeah, bought those. Okay, and now we're getting to like the, oh, you know what? I'll do paper first because the brushes are kind of more exciting. So I bought a few different blocks of paper. I got this cute little landscape block of, it's 100% cotton. I think it's Italian. Yeah, made in Italy. And it's like a really rough, it's really nice for landscapes. I'll show you a few that I did. I have a video of me painting this one, time lapse, if you want to check it out. This is actually a photo I took in Horseshoe Bay near Vancouver, and I really wanted to paint it, and I like how it turned out. So yeah, that's what I've done with this. It's pretty much all I've done with this, but I like it. I like the orientation of it, I guess, you know, different, fun, it's nice, different, it's unusual. Then I also got this sketchbook, which is a Canson, I think it's like a mixed media sketchbook, which I've been using just to kind of map out some things I'm going to draw, and I did a few swatches. It's not you know, exciting, just it's good for like practicing things, I think. Yeah, I have a big stack here of things building up right on the teetering on the edge of my desk, which is a great place to store them all. Yeah, also I did get this sketch pad, which I take when I go to life drawing classes. I did Qui-Gon in here, and oh yeah, I did a basic sketch for the water drawing too. And oh, this is when me and my friend were like you know how some people do, like where you describe a person and you guess what they look like? We were doing this. This is Eminem. This is Abraham Lincoln. Honestly, really proud of this one, but yeah. Anyway, it's Ashley Tisdale, and yeah, what else have I done in here? This is not what this is meant to be. Oh yeah, I did life drawing classes, so you know, all that stuff. I want to get better at my, like, I guess proportions with people and stuff like that. Yeah, because I just want to be better at portraits. Most of the time I don't know, I don't know what I'm saying. I just want to get better at portraits, pretty much. I also bought this. If we move on, put that back there. Sorry, this video is all over the place. It's just how I am. If you don't like that, I'm sorry. So yeah, this mixed media pad I have not used yet, but I thought it was kind of cool. It's like toned blue, and I thought it might be cool to do some gouache paintings on, or some little studies for my Drews and kind of things. So yeah, I got that. I have not used it yet. And that's just a bit of paper that I did get out, and then I taped it, but the tape ripped it up, so I don't think I can do a tape border on that. Okay, next, another thing I got is this, oh Jesus, this Strathmore, these are all Strathmore pretty much what I've been using, watercolor pad, and I've used it for my postcards now. It's what I've been using to rip up where the blank ones are. This is some that I've already painted on, which I haven't put the videos up for a lot of them, but I will if, yeah. I think this is actually, these three are different, but this is, I actually really like how it came out. This is a little too rough for me, but yeah, anyway, also, I have them in this package because these are actually available on my Etsy if anyone's interested in buying them. I'm just gonna let you know that you can purchase my postcards on Etsy at the moment. Yeah, just saying. I also bought these greeting cards. I really like this Strathmore paper that they have on the greeting cards, and they also have a set of postcards that I've used that I like as well. Let me just show you the paper. I don't know what, it's a little different to what's on this, but I think it's their 400 series. If I'm correct, but it's I like it. It's really nice. If I have any, don't mind me, if I have any finished cards here. This one, I just like how it turned out. Anyway, that's those. And then I also bought this tracing paper, tracing paper, because I don't like to draw straight onto my watercolor paper because it's expensive, it's important, so I like to trace out or like draw on this or on like this, drawing pad and then trace it, and then trace that onto the watercolor paper so it doesn't, you know, get all, because erasing, you can damage watercolor paper. These are some samples that I was given at the art store of some more of that Italian paper. Some of it is like mixed media, some of it's drawing, just a rough drawing. This is mixed media, and this is for acrylic. Interesting. Yeah, speaking of that paper, I also have this block of it, which I've been using just for some portraits. It's hot pressed, which I like for portraits, except I don't use it for my Star Wars ones. I like to use cold press for those actually, but yeah, it's nice. This Italian paper is really nice. I've never seen it before. It's not in Australia, I don't think, that I'm aware of. At least not while I was there. But yeah, really nice. And another thing I got was this from Michaels. Yikes. Don't fall. Okay. I got this pad of watercolor paper from Michaels. It's also Italian, I think. I feel like it says somewhere here. Yeah, made in Italy. And it's also a block. This is what I use for my Star Wars stuff, and I really like it. Yeah, so I probably might get some more from that now because it's really nice. For, I think it was $80, but it went down to, yeah, it was $90 and went down to $45. Pretty good for watercolor paper. Cold press, 100% cotton, you know, so it's nice. Okay, and then last thing really that I got is some brushes. Oh, well, I have other things like sharpeners, erasers, but it's kind of boring, I think. So yeah, I bought these brushes. I think every brush in here, yeah, I purchased since I got here. So I have a few that are like, well, it's actually an eraser, but I have a few that are cheapo Michaels ones, Royal and Langnickel, which are actually really good, honestly. But these ones are what I use with my gouache, really. They're just like a white Taklon, Jesus Christ. Taklon, Jesus, oh my god. And they have like an aquarelle handle. I need to just not pronounce words that have more than one syllable, I think. And these ones are the same brand, but they're like a synthetic squirrel, it seems. And this is really nice for like wedding paper. So yeah, I bought those first, and I was like, they are all I will need since I get here. I think just these few brushes will get me by. I don't need to buy any more brushes. But I'm a liar, because I bought all these Princeton, Neptune, and Velvet Touch brushes, and I probably spent at least $200 on these brushes. Yeah, maybe not that much. You know what? I'm gonna say it was under 200, but probably like $199. So, one second. These are the. Let me just separate them by the types. So, these ones are the Velvet Touch ones, which are like for mixed media kind of stuff. You can use them with watercolor. You can use them with gouache, you know, acrylics, oils even. I wouldn't use them with anything but watercolor, but that's just because I don't use anything else. I would use them with gouache probably, but nothing that would be hard to remove. Like acrylics, like once it's dry, if it dries, it like gets into the ferrule, and then like, you know, you just have dry acrylic in there and it ends up, I don't know, sediments build up over time, and you can wash it after every use, but I'm too lazy to do that. With like water-based or water-soluble things like gouache and watercolor, I can clean it out, so I use gouache with them, but that's probably it. Anyway, so these are like just, again, like a Taklon. I think they're really nice. They're really nice. I love them. I love these two. These are the ones I use the most, and they're both long rounds, so they're really pointy. Like like an ordinary round is like kind of like this, I guess, but these just are like that. I don't know if I'm even, they're really pointy. Let me just show you all over here. They are really, really long and round, hence the name. But you can see this is an ordinary round, and it's just, it comes to a point, but it's shorter. And these are so good. You can do these. This is a size 10, and I can get such fine detail. And this is size 8. Honestly, they're both very similar, but I got them in like a set and open stock. So I think, let me see which ones were in the set. I think this one, and this one were in a set. And then I got these ones open stock, and these were a set. I still have packages because I want to use them when I transport home. Yeah, size round 4, long round, yeah. So yeah, they're really good. These also have the Aquarel handle, which is good for, like, you can scratch, like, it's kind of like squeegeeing it. Like, see, kind of in this, how they've like got these white lines, it looks like they like scrape out, you know, scrape out the paint in that area. Yeah, anyway, really good. These are what I use pretty much all the time. I don't even think about the Michaels ones anymore. Sorry. I have expensive tastes when it comes to my paints and stuff, I guess. Okay, but this set, I have been wanting this set for years, and I couldn't get it in Australia for like a decent price. And I mean, maybe you could now. You probably could now after I bought it, but you know what? I couldn't find it for a price that I was willing to pay. And I found it in Canada, and it was so much cheaper. And I think possibly, it probably was still expensive, like $70, I think, but I love them. These are probably my favorite brushes, except I have some at home that I also really love, but yeah, these are amazing. You don't need expensive brushes, I know, but I want them, so I have them. So yeah, I bought all these since I got here, and I'm obsessed, and I use them all the time, so money well spent, in my opinion. Yeah, and a lot of people might judge me for the things I purchase. Let me bring a few things back into camera. People might judge me for the things I purchased, but I just have to say, I can spend my money on whatever I want, honestly, but also, this stuff makes me happy, so I'm gonna spend my money on it. And I use it. It's not like it's too precious. I use everything. Even if it's expensive, I use it. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. And let me know if maybe you want a more in-depth review on anything, or if you want me to buy more stuff. Because if I have a reason to buy stuff, like, oh, I need to buy this thing because like people on YouTube want me to review it for them, you know, then I have to buy more art supplies. So like, yeah. But anyway, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.